Hi, Twitter. Hi, Twitter! I just had to get this out of the way real quick. I was just watching Vaush because I hate myself, and he was speaking about the new immigration overflow centers, how things change in a couple months, and he was basically saying, well, you guys actually know the reason. Do you know the reason why Joe Biden is doing this? And nuanced trolling basically. And he was saying, well, essentially parroting probably what was, I don't know. I should point that out. But he said, from whatever sources he was reading, that the Biden administration, was building these new facilities, which are certainly not concentration camps, wink, wink. And he was doing so because there were so many people, so many children, so many adults, so many illegal immigrants in these facilities that Trump built, or rather that Trump used. Um, that therefore he had to build these facilities so that he could make the situation more humane. So it looks like he's building more concentration camps, but in reality, he's just helping children. And how can you be against that? Well, there's really no problem with everything Bosch said in one sense. Do I think that this new liberal administration wants Latino children, Latinx, is that where we use? I don't know. I'm sorry. Do they want more of them to be imprisoned and hurt and beaten and raped and have hysterectomies performed? No, no, I don't believe that. So when they say this, I'm assuming the Biden administration, I believe them. It's just that here is the problem, and this is the point. This is the structural critique. There's an article written by, I believe it was Stephen Jay Gould. I just got this from, I got it from a class. The point is, the article is not necessarily a wing, and it talks about flightful birds and flightless birds, and the difference between them, and the very interesting anatomical structure that is the wing, and how it's first designed basically. I mean, we don't, theoretically, I'm not a scientist, but came from flippers, so to speak, evolved to essentially be help keep these animals warm. We're talking over the course of millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of years, and eventually evolve into a wing. The point just being that one structure, one function can serve one function and legitimately serve that function, but also very realistically in another way serve a totally different function at the same time. So when the Biden administration says they are building more facilities to improve the humanitarian situation on the border with regard to the concentration camps, calling them immigrant overflow facilities now, I don't necessarily disbelieve them. The point is that A, the degree to which they are better is marginal. Let's keep that in mind. These are not going to be great facilities. They're going to be marginally better. You're still you're still taking people and keeping them, and to some degree separate. You can end the literal policy of family separation, but families are still going to get separated. They're going to be in these places, and they're still going to be held there against their will for crossing a border. I understand that we are at a certain point, and we can make these critiques, but at the same time, it isn't the most nuanced take to try to push this to the great masses of people who don't necessarily believe this. I understand that. I'm not talking optics. I'm just saying as a fact, things won't get better. They will remain equally worse. And most importantly, this is the card game we play. When the Biden administration I think legitimately does this to lessen the hurt, the atrocities on the southern border, I don't believe him. But what happens when the next conservative administration gets in, and they are really concerned about the new national debt? We have to worry about just maintaining Social Security for America. Boy, a lot of programs are going to need to get cut. And you know what? I know. We're going to defund. We can't defund the police, but boy, will we defund ICE. And that's how these immigrant overflow facilities will become concentration camps that they never weren't. That they never weren't. So, Vaush, you're not wrong. Yes, yes, I'm sure that is the excuse they would give, even if it's an excuse that has a certain degree of validity. My point is that they all know what's going to happen next, and these immigrant overflow facilities, to any degree to which that is a valid term, will very quickly become the kids in cages, concentration camps, that they never worked. Talk to y'all later.